Hey, welcome to our latest quilting blog. From tradition to trend, how to make handmade baby quilts that modern parents will love. More and more, today's grandparents seem to face the impossible task of showering their love and excitement over their new grandchildren with navigating the landmines and the increasingly finicky attitudes and demands of their own children-turned-parents who seem to value their Instagram appeal over the feelings and wants of their own family. Or so, that seems like the case to many grandparents as their heartfelt and cherished handmade gifts are met with scorn and ungrateful attitudes. But let's back up just a minute and start from the beginning. There is something undeniably enchanting about a handmade baby quilt. Each stitch, carefully sewn with love and intention, tells a story transcending generations. These quilts are often passed down as cherished heirlooms, carrying with them the warmth of family history and the artistry of traditional craftsmanship. In a world increasingly dominated by mass-produced items, the allure of a handmade quilt remains as captivating as ever. Handmade baby quilts are more than just pieces of fabric sewn together. They are tangible expressions of love and care. They offer a unique blend of functionality and sentimentality, providing comfort to the little ones while serving as a lasting memento of the giver's affection. Unlike store-bought gifts, a handmade quilt embodies a personal touch that resonates deeply with both the giver and the recipient. It is a gift that speaks volumes about the time, effort, and thought invested in its creation, making it a treasured keepsake for years to come. However, as times change, so do tastes and preferences. Today's new parents often seek a balance between the timeless charm of traditional handmade quilts and the sleek, modern aesthetics that define contemporary nursery designs. This evolving landscape of design sensibilities can sometimes create a disconnect between the well-meaning intentions of grandparents and the stylistic desires of modern parents. This article aims to bridge that gap, offering guidance on how to create handmade baby quilts that honor the rich tradition of quilt making while appealing to the modern sensibilities of today's parents. By blending classic techniques with contemporary design elements, we can craft beautiful, meaningful quilts ideally suited to the modern nursery. Let's talk understanding modern parents' preferences. In the ever-evolving parenting landscape, modern parents are redefining the aesthetics and themes that grace their nurseries. To create handmade baby quilts that resonate with contemporary tastes, it is essential to delve into the nuances of their preferences. This section will explore the key elements that characterize modern nursery design, from minimalist aesthetics to trending color palettes. Contemporary aesthetics. Modern parents often gravitate towards clean, minimalist designs that exude simplicity and elegance. Gone are the days of overly ornate patterns. Today's parents appreciate the beauty of understated sophistication. With their crisp lines and balanced symmetry, geometric patterns are particularly favored. These designs add a touch of modernity and create a visually stimulating environment for the baby. Popular themes. Nature-inspired themes have found a special place in the hearts of modern parents. Woodland creatures like foxes, owls, and deer bring a whimsical yet serene touch to the nursery. Botanical prints featuring delicate leaves and flowers evoke a sense of tranquility and connection to the natural world. In addition to nature-inspired themes, modern nursery designs often embrace specific styles such as Scandinavian and boho chic. Scandinavian themes are characterized by their simplicity, functionality, and use of natural materials. Think of soft, muted colors, wooden accents, and cozy textiles. On the other hand, boho chic nurseries are vibrant and eclectic, with a mix of patterns, textures, and colors that create a warm and inviting space. Trending colors. Color palettes play a crucial role in modern nursery design. Neutral palettes, including shades of gray, white, and beige, are highly popular for their versatility and timeless appeal. These colors provide a calm and soothing backdrop, allowing other nursery elements to shine. Soft pastels like mint green and blush pink are also in vogue. These gentle hues add a touch of sweetness and charm without overwhelming the senses. They are perfect for creating a serene and nurturing environment for the baby. For those who prefer a bolder approach, mustard yellow and navy blue accents are trending. These colors add vibrancy and should be used sparingly to create focal points within the nursery. Accents can elevate the overall design, whether it's a quilt with a bold border or a few strategically placed cushions. By understanding and embracing these contemporary aesthetics, popular themes, and trending colors, grandparents and quilt makers can create handmade baby quilts that honor traditional craftsmanship and align with today's parents' modern sensibilities. This thoughtful approach ensures that the quilts will be cherished and loved for years to come. Gender considerations. Gender considerations have become a point of great contention between some generations, especially in these times. Today's parents often have diverse and evolving views on using the child's sex in nursery design. While some parents still prefer traditional gender-specific themes and colors, such as pink for girls and blue for boys, many are moving towards more gender-neutral designs. This shift is influenced by a desire to create inclusive and flexible spaces that can grow with the child and accommodate future siblings, regardless of their sex. Gender-neutral nurseries often feature a palette of soft, muted colors like grays, whites, pastels, or even bold, vibrant hues not traditionally associated with any particular gender. Themes might include nature, animals, or abstract patterns, which can appeal to any child and provide a timeless aesthetic. Additionally, modern parents are increasingly mindful of the social implications of gendered spaces and aim to foster an environment that encourages individuality and freedom of expression. This approach can also be seen in the choice of toys, books, and decor items that promote diverse interests and skills rather than adhering to traditional gender roles. Overall, the trend toward gender-neutral nursery design reflects a broader cultural shift toward inclusivity and flexibility. It allows parents to create a welcoming and nurturing space for their child, regardless of their sex. Now, let's talk about choosing the right materials. The selection of materials is paramount when embarking on the journey of creating a handmade baby quilt that resonates with modern parents. The right choices ensure the quilt's longevity and comfort and align with contemporary values of sustainability and style. Fabric selection. The foundation of any quilt lies in its fabric, and for modern parents, the preference leans towards materials that are both gentle on their baby's skin and kind to the environment. Organic cotton is a top choice, celebrated for its softness, breathability, and hypoallergenic properties. This natural fiber is grown without harmful pesticides or synthetic fertilizers, making it a safe and eco-friendly option. Bamboo blends are another excellent choice. Although difficult to find and expensive, bamboo blends offer a silky texture and natural antibacterial qualities. Bamboo is a highly renewable resource, growing rapidly without the need for chemical treatments. When blended with cotton or other fibers, bamboo creates fabrics that are not only luxurious but also sustainable. For those who prioritize sustainability, there are numerous eco-friendly options available. Recycled fabrics, such as those made from repurposed cotton or polyester, provide a second life to materials that would otherwise contribute to waste. These fabrics often come in various textures and patterns, allowing for creative and environmentally conscious quilting. Batting choices. The batting, or the quilt's inner layer, is crucial in determining its warmth and weight. Natural fibers like cotton and wool are favored for their breathability and comfort. Cotton batting is lightweight and ideal for year-round use, providing a soft and cozy feel without overheating. Wool batting, on the other hand, offers excellent insulation and moisture-wicking properties, making it perfect for cooler climates. Consider batting made from bamboo or soy fibers for lightweight and breathable options. These materials are sustainable and provide a delicate balance of warmth and airiness, ensuring the baby remains comfortable in various temperatures. Thread and notions. The threads and notions used in quilting are the finishing touches that can elevate a quilt from simple to spectacular. High-quality, durable threads are essential for ensuring the quilt withstands the test of time and frequent washing. Cotton or polyester threads are famous for their strength and versatility. Modern embellishments can add a unique flair to traditional quilts, making them more appealing to contemporary parents. Metallic threads, for instance, can introduce a subtle shimmer and elegance, while unique buttons or fabric appliques can personalize the quilt with charming details. Care should be exercised in making these choices. Buttons and other embellishments should only be used for older children's quilts or ones made for decorative purposes only, as anything that can become a choking hazard must be avoided. These thoughtful additions enhance the quilt's aesthetic and reflect the care and creativity invested in its creation. Choosing the suitable materials for a handmade baby quilt involves a careful balance of comfort, sustainability, modern design, safety, and sensitivities. By selecting organic and eco-friendly fabrics, natural and breathable batting, and high-quality threads, you can create a quilt that is not only cherished for its craftsmanship, but also adored for its alignment with modern parents' values and tastes. Incorporating modern design elements. Creating a handmade baby quilt that resonates with modern parents involves a delicate balance of tradition and contemporary flair. By thoughtfully incorporating modern design elements, you can craft a quilt that showcases your craftsmanship and aligns with current aesthetic preferences. Pattern selection. The foundation of any quilt lies in its pattern, and modern quilt patterns offer a fresh take on this age-old craft. Consider incorporating half-square triangles or variations of the classic log cabin pattern. These patterns provide a clean, geometric look that appeals to contemporary tastes while honoring traditional quilting techniques. For those looking to add a personal touch, customizable templates allow for endless creativity, enabling you to tailor the quilt to the specific preferences of the parents. Color coordination. Color plays a pivotal role in a quilt's overall impact. Choose a color scheme that complements the nursery or the parent's style to create a visually cohesive piece. Utilize color theory to enhance your design, balancing warm and cool tones to create depth and interest. For instance, pairing soft pastels with bold accents can create a dynamic yet harmonious look. Remember, the goal is to create a quilt that is not only beautiful, but also versatile enough to fit seamlessly into a modern nursery. Communication with the parents goes a long way in ensuring success. Personalization. Adding a personal touch to a baby quilt can transform it from a beautiful gift to a cherished keepsake. Consider incorporating the baby's name or initials into the design through embroidery or a pleat. This simple addition can make the quilt uniquely theirs. Additionally, meaningful symbols or motifs, such as a family crest, a favorite animal, or a significant date, can add layers of sentimentality and significance. These personalized elements ensure that the quilt is not just a blanket, but a piece of family history that will be treasured for years to come. By thoughtfully selecting modern patterns, coordinating colors with care, and adding personalized touches, you can create a handmade baby quilt that bridges the gap between tradition and trend, making it a beloved gift for modern parents. Techniques for modern quilt making. Creating a handmade baby quilt that appeals to modern parents involves selecting the right materials and designs and mastering contemporary quilting techniques. These methods infuse traditional craftsmanship with a fresh, innovative spirit, ensuring that each quilt is a work of art and a cherished keepsake. Modern quilting techniques. Free motion quilting. This technique allows quilters to stitch intricate flowing designs. It adds a dynamic, textured element to your quilt, making it visually captivating and uniquely personal. Straight line quilting. For those who prefer a cleaner, more structured look, straight line quilting is an excellent choice. This technique involves stitching parallel lines across the quilt horizontally, vertically, or diagonally. The simplicity of straight line quilting can highlight the beauty of the fabric and the precision of the piecing, resulting in a modern, minimalist aesthetic that many contemporary parents adore. Innovative piecing methods. Foundation paper piecing. This method involves sewing fabric pieces onto a paper template, which provides a precise guide for creating complex, detailed designs. It is ideal for quilters who want to incorporate intricate patterns, such as stars or geometric shapes, into their quilts. The paper template ensures accuracy and consistency, making it easier to achieve professional-looking results. Improv piecing. For a more spontaneous and artistic approach, improv piecing allows quilters to create unique, one-of-a-kind designs without following a strict pattern. This method encourages experimentation with different shapes, sizes, and colors of fabric, resulting in a truly original quilt. Improv piecing is perfect for quilters who enjoy the creative freedom of making decisions on the fly and letting the design evolve organically. Finishing touches. Modern binding techniques. The binding of a quilt is not just a functional edge. It can also be a stylish finishing touch. Modern binding techniques, such as using contrasting colors or incorporating decorative stitches, can add more sophistication to your quilt. Consider using a bold, solid color for the binding to frame the quilt and make the design pop, or experiment with a scrappy binding made from leftover fabric pieces for a playful, eclectic look. Creative quilt labels. Adding a personalized quilt label is a thoughtful way to commemorate the creation of your quilt. Modern quilt labels can be as simple or elaborate as you like, from embroidered names and dates to printed fabric labels with custom designs. Including a meaningful message or a special symbol on the label can make the quilt even more special for the recipient, turning it into a treasured heirloom. By incorporating these modern quilting techniques, you can create baby quilts that honor traditional craftsmanship and resonate with today's parents' tastes and preferences. Each quilt becomes a beautiful blend of the old and the new, a testament to the enduring appeal of handmade gifts in the modern world. Balancing tradition and trend. In the art of quilt making, there is a delicate balance between honoring time-honored techniques and embracing contemporary trends. This harmonious blend not only preserves quilting's rich heritage, but also breathes new life into each creation, making them cherished by modern parents. Honoring traditional techniques. The foundation of any exquisite quilt lies in the mastery of traditional techniques. Hand quilting, for instance, is a revered method that has been passed down through generations. This meticulous process involves stitching through all layers of the quilt by hand, creating intricate patterns that add depth and texture. The rhythm of the needle and thread, guided by skilled hands, imbues each quilt with a sense of history and craftsmanship that machine quilting cannot replicate. Classic block patterns, such as the timeless log cabin or the elegant double wedding ring, serve as a nod to the past. These patterns have adorned countless quilts over the centuries with their geometric precision and symbolic meanings. By incorporating these traditional blocks, quilters pay homage to the artistry of their predecessors while ensuring that these beloved designs continue to be appreciated by future generations. Blending old and new. The true magic of modern quilt making lies in the seamless fusion of old and new. One way to achieve this is by combining traditional block patterns with contemporary fabrics. Imagine a classic 9-patch block brought to life with vibrant, modern prints, or a traditional star block reimagined with bold, abstract designs. This juxtaposition creates a visual feast that appeals to both the nostalgic and the avant-garde. Another innovative approach is to use vintage fabrics in contemporary designs. Scouring thrift stores, estate sales, or even family attics for vintage textiles can yield treasures that add a unique character to your quilt. With their faded hues and delicate patterns, these fabrics can be artfully integrated into modern layouts, creating a quilt that tells a story of both past and present. The result is a piece that feels both timeless and fresh, a true testament to the enduring appeal of quilting. Storytelling through quilts. Quilts have always been more than just functional items. They are storytellers, chronicling the lives and experiences of those who create and cherish them. This storytelling aspect can be elevated to new heights in the modern era. Creating heirloom pieces with a modern twist involves not only the use of contemporary fabrics and designs, but also the incorporation of personal elements that make each quilt unique. Documenting the quilt's journey and significance adds another layer of meaning. Quilt labels that detail the inspiration behind the design, the materials used, and the emotions woven into each stitch can be used to do this. These labels serve as a written testament to the quilt's story, ensuring its legacy is preserved for future generations. Balancing tradition and trend in quilt making is an art form in itself. By honoring traditional techniques, blending old and new elements, and embracing quilts' storytelling potential, you can create handmade baby quilts that are not only beautiful and functional, but also deeply meaningful. These quilts become cherished gifts that modern parents will treasure, bridging the gap between the past and the present in the most delightful way. Tips for gifting handmade quilts. Gifting a handmade baby quilt is a heartfelt gesture that weaves together tradition, creativity, and personal connection. To ensure your quilt is cherished and appreciated, consider these thoughtful tips. Understanding the recipient's style. Communicating with new parents about their preferences. Before crafting your quilt, take the time to engage in a meaningful conversation with the new parents. Ask about their aesthetic preferences, favorite colors, and any themes they have in mind for the nursery. This dialogue helps you tailor the quilt to their tastes and shows that you value their input and are committed to creating something extraordinary for their little one. Observing nursery decor and themes. Take a peek at the nursery decor if that is an option. Notice the color palette, patterns, and overall style. Is it a serene, minimalist space with soft, neutral tones, or a vibrant, whimsical room filled with playful motifs? By aligning your quilt design with the existing decor, you ensure that your gift seamlessly integrates into the baby's environment, enhancing the overall aesthetic. Presentation matters. Creative and thoughtful packaging. The presentation of your handmade quilt can elevate the gifting experience. Consider wrapping the quilt in a beautiful, reusable fabric bag or a charming gift box. Add a touch of elegance with a satin ribbon or a sprig of dried flowers. Thoughtful packaging protects the quilt and adds an element of surprise and delight when the parents unwrap their gift. Including a personal note or story about the quilt. A handmade quilt carries a story, and sharing that story can make the gift even more meaningful. Include a handwritten note that details the inspiration behind the quilt, the techniques you used, and any special touches you added. If the quilt incorporates fabrics with sentimental value or motifs that hold significance, be sure to mention these details. This personal touch transforms the quilt from a mere object into a cherished heirloom. Flexibility and openness, being open to feedback and adjustments. While you pour your heart and soul into creating the quilt, it's important to remain open to feedback. If the parents express a preference for a different color or pattern, embrace their input with grace. After all, the goal is to create a quilt that they will love and use. Flexibility in your approach ensures that the final product perfectly fits their needs and tastes. Embracing the joy of giving and receiving handmade gifts. Giving a handmade quilt celebrates creativity, love, and connection. Embrace the joy of sharing your craft and witnessing the recipient's delight. Remember that the actual value of a handmade gift lies in the thought, effort, and care that went into its creation. By focusing on the joy of giving, you enrich the experience for yourself and the new parents. By understanding the recipient's style, presenting the quilt thoughtfully, and remaining open to feedback, you create a gift that is visually stunning and deeply meaningful. However, there are people that you just can't please no matter how perfect the gift appears to be. They can't diminish the love you poured into your creation, so learning to deal with ungrateful gift recipients can test the best of us, and there are tools to help us handle that disappointment with grace and move on. As we draw the threads of our journey together, it becomes clear that the art of making handmade baby quilts is a beautiful blend of tradition and modernity. From selecting the right materials to incorporating contemporary design elements, each step is a testament to the love and care that goes into creating these cherished pieces. We began by exploring the importance of choosing suitable materials, emphasizing the benefits of organic cotton, bamboo blends, and other sustainable options. The choice of batting, whether natural fibers like cotton and wool or lightweight, breathable alternatives, plays a crucial role in the quilt's comfort and functionality. High-quality threads and modern embellishments add the finishing touches that elevate the quilt from a simple blanket to a work of art. Incorporating modern design elements like contemporary quilt patterns and cohesive color schemes allows for a personalized touch that resonates with today's parents. Using customizable templates and meaningful symbols or motifs ensures that each quilt is unique and significant. For those who have been inspired by this exploration, now is the perfect time to embark on your quilt-making journey. Whether you are a seasoned quilter or a novice, creating a handmade baby quilt is a rewarding experience that allows you to express your creativity and craftsmanship. Embrace the joy of selecting fabrics, piecing together patterns, and adding those final, personal touches that make each quilt a one-of-a-kind treasure. In a world where mass-produced items are the norm, a handmade baby quilt stands out as a symbol of love, care, and individuality. It is more than just a blanket. It is a piece of art that tells a story, a keepsake that will be cherished for years to come. As it finds its place in a modern nursery, it brings warmth, comfort, and a touch of tradition, creating a lasting impact that will be remembered by both parents and children alike. So, gather your materials, let your creativity flow, and start crafting a handmade baby quilt that will be treasured for generations. The journey from tradition to trend is one that is filled with joy, love, and the timeless beauty of a handmade gift. Some final thoughts to consider. When choosing styles, themes, and colors for baby quilts, modern parents often look for a blend of contemporary aesthetics and timeless charm. Here are some popular trends. Styles. Minimalist. Clean lines, simple patterns, and a focus on functionality. Often features neutral colors and geometric shapes. Boho chic. A mix of eclectic patterns, often with a handmade feel. Think tassels, fringe, and a variety of textures. Scandinavian. Inspired by Nordic design, this style emphasizes simplicity, natural materials, and muted colors. Vintage revival. Incorporates elements from past decades, such as retro prints and classic patchwork designs. Modern farmhouse. Combines rustic charm with modern elements, often featuring plaids, ginghams, and soft, cozy fabrics. Themes. Nature-inspired. Themes like woodland creatures, florals, and botanical prints are very popular. Think foxes, owls, and trees. Adventure and travel. Maps, hot air balloons, and small cars or airplanes can inspire a sense of adventure. Animals. Cute and cuddly animals like elephants, giraffes, and bears are always a hit. Space and science. Stars, planets, rockets, and other celestial themes appeal to the curiosity of both parents and children. Storybook and fairy tale. Characters and scenes from beloved children's books and fairy tales. Colors. Neutral tones. Soft grays, whites, and beiges are versatile and can fit into any nursery decor. Pastels. Light pinks, blues, greens, and yellows are classic choices for baby quilts. Bold and bright. Vibrant colors like teal, coral, and mustard are becoming more popular for a modern twist. Monochrome. Black and white patterns are not only stylish, but also stimulate a baby's vision. Earthy hues. Colors like terracotta, sage green, and mustard yellow bring a natural, grounded feel to the nursery. These trends reflect a desire for both aesthetic appeal and practicality, ensuring that the quilt not only looks good, but also serves as a cherished keepsake for years to come. On a broader note, if we can understand why people think and behave the way they do, we can better empathize, understand their point of view, and better find ways to communicate effectively. So let's talk about that for a moment before we close. The growing divide between grandparents and today's modern parents can be attributed to several factors, each reflecting broader societal changes and shifts in cultural norms. Understanding these can help us better understand each other. Here are some key contributors. Technological advancements. The rapid pace of technological change has created a significant generational gap. Modern parents are raising their children in a digital age where smartphones, tablets, and social media play a central role in daily life. Grandparents, who may be less tech-savvy, often need help understanding or accepting the pervasive influence of technology on parenting and childhood. Parenting philosophies. Parenting styles and philosophies have evolved over the years. Modern parents often embrace new approaches such as attachment parenting, positive discipline, and focusing on mental health and emotional intelligence. These methods can differ significantly from the more traditional, authoritative styles many grandparents might have practiced or been exposed to. Health and safety guidelines. Medical research and public health advances have led to updated guidelines on child rearing practices. For example, recommendations on sleep safety, nutrition, and vaccinations have changed, sometimes leading to disagreements between grandparents who may rely on outdated information and modern parents who follow current guidelines. Cultural and social norms. Societal norms around gender roles, work-life balance, and family dynamics have shifted. Modern parents often strive for more egalitarian partnerships and may prioritize career and personal fulfillment alongside parenting. This can contrast with the more traditional, gender-specific roles that grandparents might have experienced. Communication styles. The way people communicate has changed dramatically. Modern parents often rely on text messages, social media, and other digital forms of communication, which can feel impersonal or confusing to grandparents who are more accustomed to face-to-face interactions or phone calls. Economic pressures. The economic landscape has changed, with many modern parents facing different financial pressures than previous generations. Issues such as student loan debt, housing costs, and childcare expenses can influence parenting decisions and priorities, sometimes leading to misunderstandings with grandparents who may have faced different challenges. Cultural diversity and inclusion. Modern parents are often more aware of and committed to diversity, equity, and inclusion issues. This can lead to differences in perspectives on topics such as race, gender, and sexuality, which may not have been as openly discussed or accepted in previous generations. Work-life balance. The expectations and realities of work-life balance have shifted. Many modern parents seek flexible work arrangements and prioritize family time differently than previous generations, who might have adhered to more rigid work schedules. Understanding these factors can help bridge the gap between grandparents and modern parents. In the end, there are no wrong or right sides here. It all comes down to respect from both sides. Open, respectful communication and a willingness to learn from each other can foster mutual understanding and strengthen family bonds despite these generational differences. If we can focus on the shared love and familial ties, keep communication open and manage our expectations, the gifting of handmade quilts need not be another landmine to avoid, but the happy and joyful exchange we always imagined it would be.